Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be talking about potentially one of the worst parents I've ever seen, okay? Online, it's just a way for you to share things about yourself on every website, right? But the people on Twitter constantly share things that I guess you could say they shouldn't be sharing, right? Like they don't really think out what they're actually saying sometimes, I feel like, and that just leads to, well, situations like what we're about to take a look at here. People just saying the dumbest, most stupid shit that you could possibly imagine, and it gets to the point sometimes they get ratioed, right? And then everyone kind of like dog piles on them and like makes fun of them in the comments or whatever, right? That's kind of what happened here. I will say though, you can only really expect to be ratioed in a situation like this. When you come to Twitter and you say the shit we're about to take a look at here, you're only inviting people to make fun of you. You're only inviting people to say that you're an idiot. That's why I don't feel sympathy for people like this, right? I know there's some of you out there, you're like, oh, the poor person tweeted something stupid and got made fun of. Oftentimes, I can't feel that same level of like respect in a way, right? Because why the fuck would you even say some of this stuff, right? I don't know, man. It's things that if you use common sense to kind of parse your way through, you figure out really quickly that this is just shit that's all self-inflicted. So today we're taking a look at what I can only call a pseudo-intellectual. We're taking a look at somebody who they think they're real smart, right? They use like big words, or they try to talk like they're really intelligent. But when you kind of really break down what they say, they're just kind of a goober, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, man. It's just not what they pretend it is, okay? So this is somebody who is complaining about parenting, and you'd be thinking like, they had to clean up their 18-month-old's shitty diaper, and they were like, this sucks, I don't know why I signed up for this, right? No, it's not even that, okay? It's just like being a parent is the problem, right? Just having to be like an emotional support for your children is a problem. Apparently washing your child's hair for them is a problem. Basically, it's just an excuse to complain about the tedious tasks of being a parent, pretend that you're fucking deserving of a Purple Heart for it. It's just cringe, okay? Let's go ahead and break this all down. Let's start at the beginning, first and foremost, because that's where, like, you really start to see the problems build up right off the jump, okay? Because, like, when I first found this whole thread, it was like the 8th or 9th tweet that really kind of went viral, that, like, got everybody to start talking about this situation, right? But no, it actually is worse before, too, so holy shit, parenting an 18-year-old is terrifying and difficult. They can make decisions, question marks, that are bad, question marks. And I can only say, dude, that is a very bad decision, question marks. Yeah, welcome to the real world. You actually can't control everyone else's fucking thoughts and behavior, right? Even your own children. It turns out they're not actually puppets at your fucking whim at any given time or something, like they're, I don't know, some sort of board game character or something, right? No, these are actually people. You're raising people. All that work you do to be a parent actually does mean something, right? Like, I guess I get it, right? Your kid can be a fuck up. Like, let's just say it how it is, right? They can become a criminal piece of shit. They could become a brain surgeon. Like, you have no control over it really at this point, right? What you've done as a parent for all 17, 18 years has culminated into something, right? And that something is right in front of you. And if you're this worried about the outcome of your child, you think they're just going to be some piece of shit? Maybe you didn't do that good of a job or something, you know what I mean? Maybe you kind of fucked up a little bit down the road, because while I get having like some basic anxiety and stuff, to just be like, oh shit, I can't control my child's thoughts, it's idiotic. 1 out of 10 do not recommend parenting a bitter young adult coming to true realization about the horrors of capitalism. You could pick up another few shifts. I'd rather do stupid fucking thing than work 8 more hours a week with these idiots. Bro, bad news about adulthood. I mean, I don't know, it just kind of sounds like a teenager, to be honest. Like, what fucking teen is just hyped up to go to work? Like, not that many, right? If you're a teenager with like a work ethic of like, I want to work 7 days a week and like fucking 80 hours a week, you are honestly amongst a very select few. And I wasn't even a teenager that long ago, man. Like, I remember this. I know about this kind of shit, right? I mean, I get it. Like, when I was 17, 18, I didn't really want to fucking work either, I just kind of wanted to play Call of Duty, right? So it's kind of weird though that like we're watching a Twitter user come to realization like, hey, real life actually exists. I actually have to do shit in real life. Like, the fucking decisions and things that I do are actually important to other people. Like, it just sounds so terminally online in a way, right? Just like, and that's coming from someone who makes fucking 3 YouTube videos a day. Your kid is 18 now and you're just now figuring out like, oh shit, this is a person that can think for itself. You know, it doesn't want to fucking work. It's a teenager. I don't understand how parents fail to come to these realizations sooner. Like, you live with your kid and you can't see this happening in real time. Do you interact with your kid at all? Like, you're just now fucking figuring this out when they're getting into adulthood? That's kind of weird. I feel like that's not a good thing. So you could wait another month. I've waited 8 years. Again, horrible news for you about life, adulthood, and the increasing swiftness and enduring slowness of the inevitable passage of time. My dude, you're at a crossroads. You can either make a few small lifestyle changes now and get what you want a little later, or you can make an incredibly reckless decision now that will potentially impact the rest of your life. Yeah, I know. Okay, man. Yeah, believe it or not, teenagers don't have the best decision-making skills. And yeah, you know, it is maybe a little crazy that society judges what a teenager does so starkly, right? But that's kind of what society does, right? You know, that's kind of what makes society society in a way. You have to fucking judge other people based on what they do. And like, if you were a good parent, you probably shouldn't have to worry about your kid going out and burning a fucking house down and killing 6 people or anything crazy. So it's getting, I don't know, this is like the average parent realization at this point, right? Like, oh shit, you know, my kid, they could screw their life up, I don't know, right? But it starts getting bad after this. This is when the fucking stupidity really starts to go crazy, right? We had a little bit of the cringe, a little bit of the dumb shit, but now we're about to like have an overdose of it, right? Like, we're sticking the fucking cringe needle right into your arm and just fucking pushing that shit in. That's what we're getting to here. So I also washed the 11-year-old's hair tonight. We're doing the curly girl lifestyle. The amount of emotional labor I've performed in the past 2 hours, holy fuck. You washed hair. I mean, what can I fucking say? You had a conversation with your child and then you washed the other one's hair. And you're acting like you just fucking served 3 tours in fucking Afghanistan or something crazy, right? Man, the amount of emotional labor I've performed in the last 2 hours, holy fuck, look at me. Yeah, fuck the psychiatrist, you know, who's been dealing with their suicidal patient for the last 3 hours, right? Fuck the EMT worker who's watching someone die in front of them right now trying to save their life. This woman had to wash her 11-year-old child's hair and have a conversation with her 18-year-old that it could really just be summed up with, hey yo man, don't be doing bad shit. And then the 18-year-old's like, okay, I'm gonna go smoke pot now. That's emotional labor, right, at this point. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about at this point? The amount of emotional labor you've performed. Yeah, you mean doing basic parenting skills? Doing what you're supposed to do? Yeah, congratulations. What did you think, everyone on Twitter was gonna give you a fucking cookie because you decided that you had to be a parent for once? I don't know. And to be fair, I will also want to say, this isn't even just like this post that I'm making a point about, right? Like, I'm so fucking tired of parents who do like the most basic, simple shit for their kids, and they act like they just took fucking 6 shots in the back in Vietnam and saved 3 lives. Like, you're doing what you signed up to do. You chose to be a fucking parent at the end of the day. Whether you actively plan to have a kid or whether you, like in this instance, went through foster care, okay? You chose to be a fucking parent, you know what I mean? They don't just come out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? They don't just fucking fall out the sky. So you made the choice to have that child. And then you want to sit around and basically complain about taking on the role that you chose to have. Like, oh, I gotta do so much. Being a parent is so hard. It's like, yeah, you know, no one ever fucking said that it wasn't. But what's the point in sitting here and telling Twitter about how much emotional labor you've performed? Like, are you supposed to get patted on the fucking back? You need me to congratulate you for being a parent? You know what I mean? I don't know what you fucking want. Like, it's so stupid to me, bro. It happens so often, and like, when you see this shit, like, it makes me cringe. But no one else seems to fucking say anything about it. I don't know. But how do I tell the 18-year-old that's using me as a therapist and a crisis counselor that it isn't healthy for either of us? He has no consistently supportive adult voices in his life except ours, but I'm conscious of the femi labor paradigm it's reinforcing that I'm the parent confidant. There's no fucking femi labor paradigm that it's reinforcing. What the fuck? Dude, if he was going to his dad and doing the same thing, it would be just as fucking normal. I talk to my dad about shit going on in my life all the time, right? Like, I tell him what problems are going on. I tell him what the fuck's going on. I get it, some dads aren't like that or whatever, and mothers are, you know, they got their motherly instincts or whatever, but what the fuck are you complaining about having them for? You fucking chose to go to foster care and have children, and then now you're complaining that you have to fill the fucking role of being a parent? Oh my God, my 18-year-old tells me about his problems. Congratulations, there's a lot of 18-year-olds out there that don't get that fucking parent to do that with. And you're sitting here complaining like you're fucking doing something beyond just literally listening to someone. That's all you're doing. If you're doing it right, you just shut the fuck up and listen and give advice when you need to give advice. That's all it takes, okay? That's literally all it takes. You're not doing anything. You act like you're fucking some sort of saint or something for doing this. Like, it's so cringe, you know? You talk, oh, the emotional labor that I have to produce. Oh my God, the Femi paradigm. If you don't want to deal with it, then don't have kids. It's that simple. It's a fucking choice. Don't have them. There's plenty of people who don't. Like, I get so tired of seeing this shit, right? Oh my God, my kid's coming to me with their problems. How do I tell them it's not healthy for both of us? I don't know. Maybe go get them a fucking counselor then, okay? If they're coming to you with problems this often, maybe you get them a fucking therapist to talk to. Be a mom, I don't know. Be the fucking parent you signed up to be. That's probably the option I would say. It's so funny when people who clearly aren't smart come to Twitter. They try to pretend that they are because they say stupid shit like this, and then you get to make fun of it. I don't know, man. It's just, it's so ridiculous. So with that being said, though, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch and OptiWorld at @subtooptimus. Make sure to check out Shop Opti down below and OptiWorld. You could have watched this video over there, by the way. I also have a lot of exclusive content coming out there, and until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about just one of the dumbest parenting takes I've ever seen, and signing out.